So, hello again, everyone. Dr. Amanda here with Breathe Life Physical Therapy. I am with Sam Magpi of Magpi Midwifery. She is a traditional home birth midwife who is supporting the ladies and their partners in Philly and South Jersey. And I think even, am I right, Central Jersey too?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
All over nowadays.
All over. That's what I figured. So I wanted to thank you so much for sitting down with me and chatting about what can we do during these times, and from a midwifery perspective to support our bodies, especially if we're prenatal or postpartum. How do we support ourselves during such a stressful time? So go ahead, you can start.
Yeah. So, I can't, like I said, I can't imagine being pregnant during this time with everything going on. A lot of my clients have been, playing it cool, and keeping their stress levels down as best as they can. But it's, it's the fear of the unknown, and we don't really know, how long this is going to go on for. But I mean, as always, as a midwife, regardless of the situation, but definitely, especially during this situation, immune boosting is vital to me. It's, an essential part of my, daily regimen, my family's daily regimen. So, supplementing with vitamin D daily, 6,000 IUs per day. There's some really great liquid ones, and that are affordable, and, just the entire family, like every morning,
Everybody.
do, whatever, most brands are like 2,000 IU per drop. So, 3 drops per day. Or if you're taking a pill, just make sure that you're really getting a sufficient amount of vitamin D. Some other things that are, safe to take in pregnancy are elderberry. I know that there's been a few articles floating around the internet, saying, don't take elderberry because the coronavirus, doesn't respond to it well. And there's, some articles going around with this whole lengthy process. But my thing is, there's still other viruses, and in order for you, it's still an immune booster, and the amount of elderberry that you'd have to be taking is, a lot.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean? So I'm I don't want people to stop taking their immune boosting things out of fear of this, thing happening, because the chances of that are so rare, and it's still, has great antiviral properties. Garlic is safe in pregnancy and postpartum. So if you feel anything coming on ever, I'm just mince up some garlic, a clove of garlic, let it sit for 20 minutes. And then, eat it with an apple, chug it down with some orange juice. That's another great thing to be doing as well.
I used to have an older client who was born and raised in the South. And her mom would chop up garlic every morning, and they would just swallow it back with water. And to the day that I was treating her, which was 6 years ago, she was 94, and she looked amazing and just had such vitality. So I've seen it, definitely.
I swear by it.
Yeah, makes sense. And I wonder if, I guess that would be similar if you're putting it in soups and stuff too, bone broth, making sure you're supporting yourself even in your other recipes. So,
yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Vitamin C, you want to be careful with in pregnancy. You don't want to overdo it, but, definitely eating citrusy fruits, peppers, dark leafy greens as always.
Okay. How about our lactating moms? How about moms who are breastfeeding or pumping or chest feeding or anything like that? Is there anything that they need to be more mindful of?
Again, vitamin D for them is essential. And then, they're able to take more herbal remedies. So if you're developing a cough, there's a remedy called Clear Lungs that I swear by.
Okay.
So it's a Chinese medicine herbal formula. You can find it on Amazon, except right now. I think Whole Foods might sell it. I'm not sure. It's it's so hard to
know exactly where
to get things right now. One of my indigenous friends, I had bronchitis earlier this season, and she went outside and just forested pine needles and made me this pine tea with raw honey and pine, and it worked really, really well for my cough. So, there's things that are just outside that are, at our disposal, and, just foresting what we have in the area.
Do you use any oils or anything at this time, personally around your house? Are you an oil fan? or would
I use oils here and there. I'm not like huge on oils. I'm not against them in any way, shape, or
yeah,
form, but it just like it's not usually my go-to
your thing?
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I know I've had several people like ask me like, well, what's the best like to clear my sinuses? And obviously we know like peppermint and eucalyptus and that kind
Yeah.
of thing, but it's just always fun to learn something new.
Yeah. Yeah. And well, yeah, if you're congested, definitely peppermint and eucalyptus are helpful.
Mm,
They say to stay away from it in pregnancy, but I mean, again, like you have to be using a lot,
a lot. That makes sense.
pregnancy and like lactation. Like peppermint is linked to low milk supply, but again, that's like in really high quantities. For me, I think the benefit of having, some peppermint oil, just putting a drop in your hands, doing this, like inhaling it, that really helps open up the lungs, clear
Right.
sinuses. Um, there's some local acupuncturists around that have, stocks of Chinese herbs, and those have
Hmm.
been so effective. As a kid, I always used to get bronchitis, and so this
Yeah.
virus kind of worries me because it's like my lungs are really not the best.
Makes
When I
sense.
do get sick, it's like it's my lungs. I'm always getting hit with my lungs. So
Right.
immune boosting is everything. And then if you are starting to feel something come on, again, the garlic and, reach out to the community and see who has what in stock, the natural health food stores, um, keeping small business alive, especially in a time like right now, it's like vital.
Exactly. And that's why I thought of doing this whole like little program thing is because we all know so much information, but
Yeah.
we like it's so difficult to like put it out there in the millions of ways that social media works. But I thought like just sitting down and hearing like what you're doing to take care of you and your home and your business, and then also to support your community of clients and their families. So thank you so much. I feel like
Yeah,
uh,
absolutely. Thank
a lot of
you.
our pre and postpartum moms are kind of going to be at ease at this point and feel like, okay, there's things I can do instead of listening to more of the traditional medicine that sometimes is like, no, don't do that. Just take this. So
Yeah. I mean, just take deep breaths. We'll get through this.
exactly.
A lot of me and the home birth midwives are offering, Skype prenatal appointments, so
Good
virtual
to hear.
prenatal appointments and postpartum appointments for moms and, families that aren't wanting to leave the house, or if you have somebody that's high risk in your home. So, there's options out there, and, reach out if you have any questions.
Yeah, we will. Everybody check out Sam and her midwifery practice, just growing and supporting South Jersey. And hopefully we can grow and support with her as well. So thanks so much,
Awesome.
Sam, for joining
Yeah,
us.
thank you.
Take care.